is good, my anime fate? What is good? With this show really ramping up at this point, the backstory just hits a little bit different when it comes from the fact that our main character should not be feeling any type of way, in my opinion, about the people he protected and then how they looked at him. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who are already doing that, regardless of what he was doing in the robot, right? Like, some people did not agree, and they probably just wanted him to, not get them even more involved than they already were, being that the Japan people are always being treated worse by this government that they're fighting against, as we saw in this season. But in the first part, um, they really ramped it home that where he came from, he wasn't even allowed to survey like a park, and then when he got found in the park, they had all the rights to search him, and he couldn't really do anything about it. So it's one of these things now where he's been under the eye of the public through a further lens, but now that he did something in front of them and he can actually, that was, not only for himself to protect himself by shooting the gun, which he should have kind of been, ready for since he was handed it. But at the end of the day, you have been in war this whole time, ever since you stepped into that mech and he said your life's going to be different from now. That is what was coming with it. A lot of crazy, scary stuff always is going to come when you start battling people with ideals that can't be matched until you just have more power than them, right? Like, they're not here to talk. They're going to keep doing what it is they want to do, but the bad part about it is you have to, like, actually destroy them to get them out of the way. Overall, though, this was an amazing amount of information of why he is the way he is, and I kind of love the fact that he's still willing to do what it is he's trying to do, but has to honestly be on his, um, he is in his feelings, and he doesn't have to be after sharing all this. I think that's just how he wants to carry it himself, right? He still hasn't. It probably happened actually relatively soon too, right? Like, that whole thing probably popped off, and that's why the only reason why they went to meet up with everybody. So, if that's why they met up with everybody, I don't think the guy with the suit who was training them showed up. So I think there's even more to the story than that. You see, like, that's kind of how, or maybe not, because the kids aren't there either. I figured all the kids were gonna get laid out, and for whatever reason, I guess they expected him to protect even the other daycare woman who was older than him, and the kids expected to all be protected. It's like, I get that, we're protected by these. And he's probably known as a hero there, right? Like, they probably heard stories of him, when what he's done and why he's important. So the thing with everything popping off like this was super interesting. I'm so curious if we will see that smile that he can put on his face back then, anytime in the future. But if not, it will be probably because he's always going to be the first in the front line trying to, re, undo his wrongs. So, all that being said, I hope you're all having an amazing day, night, evening. This anime is getting so good, like it already is. So I'll definitely be here to talk about it more, and I hope y'all are having an awesome day. I will definitely talk to y'all sooner than later. Take care and peace. Oh, I did pretty good there, Aaron. Yes, sir.